This is Skip again from the WSGF. Today we're going to be looking at another Accell product. This one is the Power Squid. It is a surge protector, power strip sort of device. Instead of a long rigid strip body like we're used to with 4, 5, 6, or 8 plugs, it has these 5 flexible tentacles on here of varying lengths in a 3-foot cord. Like most other or every other surge protector, it has a 15 amp breaker and an on-off switch here. But what I want to look at today is not just how it functions as a surge protector, because it either works or it doesn't. It either has outlets in a breaker, a trip, or it doesn't. But what I want to look at is how it functions alongside or in conjunction with the WSGF monitor stands as a potential replacement for the Ice Cube. So the Ice Cube was an option that Ergotech offered. It was a box that had a hole in the middle and it would fit over the pole, and it had a couple of USB 1 pass-throughs and 4 outlets, and it was a really popular option that a lot of our customers bought that allows you to use short 2 or 3 foot cables from your monitors to this central hub that was right at the center of the stand, and allows you to have one long cord going down to your wall outlet or other surge protector instead of running 3, 4, or 5, 6, 8, 10 foot cables all the way down your desk to wherever your outlet was. A few years ago, Ergotech stopped producing and offering that product, and at this point does not have a replacement out or available or even in the works. A while back we looked at a few options, how we might have a substitute or replacement. I did a video on that, and you can click here to see that. The best option that I came across at the time was to use a normal surge protector, the strip style, glue it to 2 of the pole clamps, and then attach that to the pole. You could still use the shorter 2 or 3 foot cords to connect your monitor. However, I'm wondering if this might be a better option. We could attach some pole clamps here to the back again, and then potentially run some of these tentacles along the bar on the stand, and potentially the long one here up the pole. So I'm going to get this one glued up and in place, and we're going to take a look to see how it works and if this might be a new best alternative to the Ice Cube. So I've got the pole clips attached to the Power Squid. I use a little bit of sandpaper to rough up both surfaces first so that the super glue would have a little more adhesive power. To ensure that the clips were aligned, I used a scrap piece of pole here. I attached the clips on and then just applied the glue and set it down on a desk like this, and it set without rocking and dried up just fine. Obviously most people are not going to have a scrap piece of pole laying around, but the WSGF Ultimate Stand version 2 ships with both the tall pole and the short pole, so you should have an extra pole laying around that you could use to ensure that these clips are perfectly in alignment. Same for the folks that had purchased one stand before and got like the 1/3 upgrade kit. The old pole that you're not using anymore could still be used for this. So we're gonna attach it, hook it up, and see how it works. So I've got the Power Squid installed on my monitor stand here, and it works great. When we look at the Power Squid in comparison to the Ice Cube that we used to offer, that Ergotech used to make, there are several advantages of this solution over the Ice Cube. First, this has 5 outlets. So if you're running a 5x1 portrait, then you have enough connections, whereas the Ice Cube only had 4. It's also repositionable without removing your monitors. The Ice Cube went over the pole, and then you would put your bar or mini bar on top of that. So if you wanted to reposition it for some reason, you would have to disassemble your monitors and take the stand down. With this being attached to the pole clips, you can just snap it on, snap it off. So if you need to move it or adjust it for some reason, then that's much easier. When comparing to a traditional rigid power strip, the Power Squid from Accell has several advantages. One, the arms are flexible, so you get a few more inches either on each side or upward or downward to be able to connect your power cables, whereas with the rigid power strip, you have to make sure that you have enough length to get all the way to that center point on the pole. Additionally, for those of us who are only running 3 or 4 monitors, you still have 2 power legs, tentacles I guess they would be, left over that you could plug other devices into. I've personally hooked up an Amazon Kindle charger that has the USB connection, and I'm running a micro USB cable to recharge my Corsair headset. If you're just running 3 monitors, then you would have 2 extra tentacles to do that with. On a rigid power strip, you know, everything's facing in one direction and the connections are close together. Once you plug in 3 monitors and 1 little power brick of any sort, you don't have any more connections available. So with the Power Squid that has 5 connections versus a power strip with 6, you'll actually end up with 1 more usable connection, 4 versus 5. Sum total, I really like the Power Squid from Accell. I think it makes a great replacement for the ice cube that we used to offer. And Accell actually has one of these coming out just on the market right now at the time of this video with a 15-foot cable. I'm actually going to reach out to Accell to see if there's a way I can get these at wholesale or bulk pricing, stock up on short cables again, and start offering a short cable power kit back in the store. So highly recommended. Great product, and I look forward to offering it in the store hopefully soon.